Hey, thank you so much for joining. Today we're going to be doing a prenatal class against a wall. So the props you're going to need is a nice wall, hopefully a block or a pillow, and then 2 more pillows. So a total of like 3 pillows, maybe a block, a wall, whatever else you need. But to get started, we're going to get started in a seated position. So find yourself in a seated position. It doesn't have to be against the wall. I just happen to be here, so I'm going to stay here. Beautiful. So in the seated position, maybe cross your legs. If you're not sitting on a pillow, go ahead and sit up on a pillow. Maybe elevate your hips a little bit. That way, your knees are lower than your hip creases, so that we're lengthening out our hip flexors. Place your hands onto your knees. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. So I want you to place your hand over your heart and your hand or another hand over the belly. And just stay here for a couple of moments and breathe. Close your eyes. And just breathe. Today I want you to think about the fact that everything is not permanent, right? Sometimes we feel like I've been in this for forever, and when is it gonna go away, right? I feel like I've been pregnant for forever, or I feel like this body is just aching and in pain for forever, or the current situation that we're in, right? You've been stuck at home. So sometimes you feel that, and I want you to just know that actually, everything has an ending. Everything starts, it has breath and existence, and then it passes, right? So everything has a birth, it has existence, and then it passes away. So think about your breath, right? So when you inhale in, there's that beginning, and then there's that pause at the top, and then there's the exhale, the passing away. So breathe in, your breath exists, and then it passes away. So continue to stay here, and again, just focus on the fact that not everything is forever. Couple more breaths here, right? Breathe in, initiate that breath. There's existence. Exhale, there's passing. Couple more breaths. Beautiful. Inhale your hands up to the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the floor. Right hand comes up overhand. And switch sides. Couple more, just a little, some side bends, side to side. One last time, right side. Beautiful. Bring your hands back up to center. Bring the right hand across your knee, the left hand behind you. Take a big breath in, puff your chest up, twist towards the back. So we're twisting with our chest, not with our torso. Breath here. Exhale, release. Inhale your hands up. Left comes across the body, right comes behind you. Take a breath in, puff your chest up, twist towards the back, just with the chest. Breath in, exhale, release. Beautiful. So go ahead, if you're sitting on top of something, go ahead and remove it. And then come to a tabletop position. So here in tabletop position, you're just gonna bring out one foot behind you, the bottom of your foot, and just calf stretch, stretch out the left foot, just rocking back and forth, super simple. And bring that foot back in and switch sides, bring the right foot out, rock back and forth. Beautiful. Coming back. So come to your knees. Go ahead and stand up, right, like a candlestick pose. Place your hands on your hips. Take the left foot out to the side. So this is gate pose. So we're on one knee. Left foot is out. Inhale your hands up. Left hand comes down. Right comes over. And switch sides. So kind of the same thing that we were doing. If you have a block here, it's great to grab onto a block, or you can use your hips. And again, just some movement, right? We're moving right and left, right and left. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to your hips. Tuck that knee in. Let's switch sides. You're going to bring the right foot out, left knee in. Inhale your hand, inhale the, my goodness, what is this? The left hand up and over. I got it. I got my lefts and rights. And then you're going to switch over. So again, kind of like a rainbow motion here, right? I just want you to remember as we're doing these movements that everything has a beginning. Everything has an end. Beautiful. Coming back, hands on hips, tuck the knee in. And bring your hands down to the floor and bring one sole of your foot down, other sole of your foot down. And then bring your elbows up above your knees. So we're using our elbows, for support. And just hang out here for a little bit. So maybe it feels good to sway side to side. Maybe shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And then using your thighs as like a little shelf, put your elbows on your thighs and then just start massaging out your temples and your head. So a little self-massage here. Maybe thinking about anything that you need to release. Anything that you need to let go of. Massaging out that jawline. All the way down to the chin. Gently massaging out the skin on your face. Maybe that hairline, maybe all the way up into the crown of the head. Beautiful. And then just find a moment of stillness here. Just stay here and chill. If you need to sway side to side, go ahead and do that. Coming back to the breath, just remember the breath begins, it exists at the top, and then it passes away. Everything comes to an end. Beautiful. Place your hands on your thighs. Go ahead and widen your stance out, heel to your feet out. So a little bit of a wider stance here. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Bend one shoulder forward. Yeah, whatever works. Whatever feels comfortable. Switch. And switch again. One more each side. Beautiful. And then slowly bring yourself up to standing. So you can bring your feet in together. Inhale your hands up. Exhale your hands down to heart center. Feel the hands press into one another. And bring your hands out to the side. And I want you to continue to breathe here. Close your eyes and imagine breathing into your feet. So breathe in, maybe raise the soles of your feet just a little bit, engaging that arch. Exhale, release and ground down into the floor. Inhale, the soles, the arches come up a little. Exhale, root down through your feet. So just something to think about as you're preparing for labor is sometimes when you have contractions, you can't be lying down. Sometimes you gotta be standing when you're taking those contractions. And you have to be able to find moments of deep stillness, deep relaxation, even when you're standing. So here again, imagine yourself inhaling in, and as you exhale, you're grounding down. You feel calm, you feel supported by the earth. Great job. Okay, let's go ahead and push ourselves back towards the wall. So all I'm doing is I'm leaning back towards the wall. My feet are a couple of feet in front of me, and then I'm just gonna sink down just a little. So this isn't a full squat, I'm fully supported here. But what I want you to do is I want you to feel your shoulders up against the wall, your hands up against the wall. Take a breath in, lift the chest up, arch your back. So if you took your hands and you brought them behind you, you should feel a space between your the space between your back and the wall. Breath in, and then as you exhale, press the low back into the wall, engage your core, right? So maybe your shoulders come up away from the wall a little bit, but your core is engaged here. Inhale, arch, look up, open your chest up. Exhale. It's not that we're rounding out our back, it's that we're engaging our core, pressing the low back into the wall. Let's do a couple more here. Inhale. Press your chest up. Exhale. Engage your core. The low back should press into the wall as a natural result of you engaging, bringing baby up and in. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and move yourself from the wall. Now we're going to face the wall. So if you've done something like a downward facing dog, you know what this feels like. So you're going to place your forearms on the wall, and then you're going to push your butt back behind you. And so this is like a dolphin pose. We're just allowing ourselves to kind of hang loose here by the wall. So if you don't have a wall, you can also use something like a chair or a table. Place your hands like this, yep. And just maybe rock side to side. Nice big shoulder opener here. So from here, if you want to go ahead and straighten your hands out. So we're pressing into the wall, and then using the ball down of your foot, we're just doing a nice big calf stretch here. So my foot is straight behind me, yep. Just stretching out the calf muscles. So however that feels good for you. And if you don't have a wall, get a table, same thing. Just pushing away, straight hands. One foot bent in front, ball down of the foot behind me. And go ahead and switch sides if you haven't yet. Okay. Coming back. So let's go ahead and come back with our back against the wall. We're gonna go and do a couple of chair poses. So kind of like a squat chair pose. So you're going to walk your feet out a bit until your knees, lower yourself down, come to a 90-degree angle. So we're using the wall as support. So don't get too far into it that you won't be able to get out of it, but we're here in a squat pose. So now we're gonna be here for forever, okay? Yep, are you good? Just kidding, you know it's not gonna be for forever. You know that everything ends. So how do we make this moment be not so as uncomfortable. So maybe it helps you to inhale your hands up. Big open mouth exhale. Inhale your hands up. Make a lot of noise here. Exhale. Another big breath in. Exhale. Great job. Okay, go ahead and walk your feet back. Shimmy yourself up. Take a wider stance with your feet and then helicopter your hands. So what we did there is we distracted the mind. It's interesting to note that your body can do a lot. It's just that you have to convince your mind to do it, right? So that's what we're doing. Think of something else, distract yourself. Same when we're in a contraction, right? You're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be forever. It's not. You're good. Distract yourself. Engage your core, engage your breath. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. So now we kind of know where we're heading towards. So lean your back against the wall, walk your feet out, walk your feet out. Nice squatting position here. So find yourself in a comfortable place and hug baby up and in, right? So this isn't just quad, we're really engaging our core. Hug baby up and in. Inhale your hands up. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale your hands up. Open mouth, exhale. Hands up, engage your core. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and shimmy yourself back up. Slowly spread your feet out wide. Helicopter. And then when you're ready, coming back to a place of stillness. Breathe in. Exhale, root down through your feet. So usually in my practices, I love to use child's pose as like our calming position, right? But I want you to use a standing position as a place to feel grounded. So again, inhale, close your eyes. Exhale, imagine roots growing down through your feet into the ground. You feel firm, you feel grounded. Couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Let's do a quick balancing pose here. So what this is gonna be like a quad stretch. If you've ever done this pose called dancer, that's what the pose is. So let me show you what it looks like from the side. If you're holding on to the wall or to a ledge in front of you, my right foot is in front of me, my left foot is behind. I'm gonna bend my knee, grab onto the inside of my foot. So this is variation one. If this is good, stay right here. But so grab onto the wall. Hold on to the wall behind you for balance. So we definitely never want anyone to fall. Yep, and then what you're gonna do is kick into your foot, into your hand, right? And then lean yourself forward just a little bit. So now it becomes not only stretching, but it also becomes strength. And then if you want, you can try to see if you can release the wall or the ledge, and you might feel the wobbles. Totally okay. We like feeling the wobbles. That helps build core stability, right? It's all those little muscles are trying to keep you standing. Keep kicking, keep kicking. See if you can get your foot up a little bit more. Beautiful. And exhale, release. Shake it out. And let's go ahead and switch sides. So my left foot is forward. I'm gonna grab onto the inside of my right foot. And so this is variation one. Again, you're either holding onto a ledge or holding onto a wall here. And I'm gonna kick my foot out and lean forward. It doesn't have to go this high, right? It could just be right here. It's whatever you're comfortable with. And then if you can, release the wall or the ledge just a little to feel the wobbles. And remember to engage your core. So as you're exhaling, hug baby up and in. If you need to grab onto the wall, grab onto that wall. Couple more breaths here. Beautiful. And go ahead and release. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is called flying pigeon. So let me demo it first. You're gonna do it again against the wall or against the ledge. So if you remember pigeon, now let me just start with this. It just looks like a shape 4. So you're gonna take your left ankle, cross it across your right knee. So it looks like this, right? This is what it looks like, and then sit back. So you can do this against the wall. So I'm holding onto the wall, my ankle is crossed at my knee, and I'm just sitting back. Flying pigeon, or against the ledge. So find a comfortable place here. Just a few breaths, stretching out the hip flexor. Don't forget to breathe here, breathing into all those little aches and pains. Focusing on your breath. Take a big breath in, go ahead and stand up straight, straighten it out. Bring that foot out. Let's come back to helicopter. So we're gonna bring our feet out wide and side to side. I love helicopter. And then when you have a baby, if you do baby yoga, helicopter is wonderful. It's like a fan that babies look at. It distracts them. So if you have the baby on the ground, this is a great postpartum position. Okay, let's go back to our flying pigeon. So now opposite ankle on the opposite knee. And then you're gonna sit back down. So again, this could be a ledge, this could be a wall, whatever's comfortable for you. Big breath in, come on up. Lower the foot down, coming back to that helicopter. Beautiful, and then finding some stillness. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. What would it be like for you to be completely calm in this moment? The mind loves to create problems for us to solve, right? You're always thinking of something that has to happen. What if nothing had to happen right now? What if all you had to do was just stand still? Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do one more standing wall pose here. So we're going to face the wall. So my left hand is here, right by my face. My right hand is out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the wall away from me with my left hand. And then as far back as I want to. Yeah, so whatever feels comfortable for you. So this is just a nice shoulder stretch. You can go more, you can go less, but this for me is enough. And if this feels like a little much, an alternative is you can have the right hand bent at a 90-degree angle. So if this is more comfortable, go ahead and stay right here. But again, I'm using the left hand to push the wall a little bit away from me, but my side body is still up against the wall. You can gently place your forehead against the wall. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll back towards the wall and shake your hand out. Let's switch sides. So now my left hand is against the wall, my right palm is on the wall. So if you want less, bend the left hand. Use the right hand to push the wall away from you. Again, my side body, my left side body is up against the wall. And then pushing the wall away from me. And then opening my body up. If this doesn't feel like it's enough, And have a straight left hand. Push the wall away from you and open yourself up. One more breath in. Exhale, go ahead and roll back. Release it out and shake it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and come down to the floor. So we're gonna do legs up the wall. And if you're pregnant, you're like, oh, I can't be on my back. Well, you can actually be on your back as long as you're supported, right? So hence the pillows. But if this doesn't feel comfortable to you, and it also does depend on how many weeks pregnant you are, if it doesn't feel comfortable, then don't do it. But let's see if it works. So we're gonna have a pillow up against the wall, and then you want some more pillows underneath your head. Does that make sense? So pillows against the wall, pillows under your head. I'm gonna use a block under my head. And so what we're trying to do is elevate the hips a little bit so you don't feel like baby's completely on your pelvic floor. So what you're going to do is bring your bottom up on that pillow, and as slowly as you want to, bring your legs up the wall. Like so. We're not going to be here for too long. And hopefully this is a nice soft pillow, not as tall as mine. Mine is way too tall for this. Just a couple of breaths here just to alleviate some of that blood flow from our feet, right? The feet get so much blood and so much love. So just taking some of that off. And if you want, you can press your feet into the wall. Lift your hips off the floor or off the pillow for a little bit of a bridge, just a little bit. And exhale, lower back down. Let's take one more breath in here. And then gently go ahead and roll over to your side, away from the wall. Beautiful. Hopefully that felt okay for you. So let's go ahead and stay on our side. We're going to do a couple more side things before we end our practice. So laying on our side, my left foot is on top, but it could be any foot, it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to do a couple of leg lifts here, strengthen up our inner core. So first thing is inhale. Exhale, engage your core. And once your core is engaged, then go ahead and start lifting your leg up. So we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you want, you can lower your head all the way down, grab on from behind, just pull that leg in. So this is a really great birthing position, but also it just helps to create some compression here on your side. So this is a good pose. Like if you're between contractions, you can even have your partner hold your leg up, right? A couple of breaths here. Go ahead and lower the leg down. And just let's switch sides. So take it nice and slow. You know, switching sides really stinks when you're pregnant. Okay. So lowering down to the opposite side. Before we start lifting, take a breath in. Exhale, engage the core, drawing baby up and in. And then we're lifting the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and lower yourself all the way down to the floor. grab on from behind your knee and just pull your leg in. See how that feels. Maybe relax it and then pull it in again. You can see how much force you could have, right? Because you're creating so much energy by pulling your leg in and pushing against it. If you really bear down, you could feel how much force this could create when you're in a birthing position. So maybe roll your ankle out. Okay, go ahead and lower it down. And so if you're already on your left side, go ahead and stay here, because we're ready for Shavasana here. If you're not on your left side, go ahead and move to your left side. And if you have pillows around you, go ahead and grab those pillows. Tuck them wherever you need them. So maybe grab one pillow, put it under your head. Grab another pillow. Place it between your knees. Get yourself nice and comfortable here. Nice and supported. So maybe place your hand on baby. And just remember that this pregnancy isn't forever. And in fact, every moment in life is a gift. Having a newborn, as difficult as that can be, is not forever. Sleep training is not forever. Labor, it's not forever. Everything has a beginning. It has life, and then it has an ending. So how can you bring some gratitude to this very moment that you're living in right now before it passes away? When you're ready, go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently and slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Thank you so much for doing this prenatal practice. I hope you and baby found it useful. Namaste.